Happy Sunday. Today we are doing our second October paycheck cash stuffing. So let's get right into it. Welcome back to Katie's Budgets. My name is Kris, and as I said, we are going to be doing our paycheck cash stuffing. It's the second one for October, and I just want to take a quick moment to thank everyone who has subscribed recently because we have had some newcomers. I'm so glad that you're here. Today, we are going to be doing a cash stuffing of $660. Now, this money is going to be going into variables, sinking funds, that sort of thing. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that we have the right amount of money to get started with. How is everybody's weekend been? I feel like this is like the first real weekend of fall. And I got to tell you, I'm so excited. I'm ready for things to cool off and for all the things that come with fall. All right, so we should have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 660. So everything is accounted for. So you'll have to tell me in the comments, what kind of fun fall things do you like to do? What do you look forward to the most when fall comes around? I know for me, it is all the fall festivities and the crisp air and, the apple cider donuts that are so prevalent during this time of year. There's just so much stuff that you can kind of get excited about. Okay, so we are going to start out with our variables binder, and we are going to be stuffing our spend, grocery, home, pets, and gas in this one. So in spend, because I do this for a 2-week period, I give myself $100 in spend, and I divvy that out each week. So we do $50 a week. And we did that in 2 20s, 4 10s, and 4 5s. So we should have, if I did everything right, $100 sitting right here. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. So when I do my weekly check-ins, I give myself a new amount every week, and whatever is left, I pull and I put that into my rollover that then goes towards our sinking funds. Okay, and then groceries, we did 250. So there's 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, and 40. And 10 makes 250. And usually I give myself the first week of my pay period 150 because it tends to be a little bit more spendy at the store. And then the last 100 goes for the next week. And I do roll over whatever's left from week to week in my wallet. And then home, we did $50. We did that in 2 20s and a 10. So 20, 40, 50. And the last 3 categories here, we do roll over each week. So we had 80, we're adding 50. And so that should give us 130. Let's see if I'm right. And this money actually goes for like laundry detergent, toilet paper, that sort of thing. So there's 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 10, 20, 25, and 30. So 130, exactly what I should have. Okay, and then pets, we did $50 there as well. So we did a 20, 2 10s, and 2 5s on this one. So 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. And this one, we had 85 to start. Adding 50 should be 135. just replaced some things for the cat, so I'll probably need to dip into this, which is okay. So if you're kind of new around here, I have 2 cats and they are about 6 years old. So this money actually covers anything that they need as far as food, cat litter, cat boxes, fountains, anything that they need from a day to day. I have a separate fund that is specifically for their vet payments and, getting them in to see the vet if they don't feel good, for their annuals, for their vaccinations, that sort of thing. So this is just for all the other stuff that goes with that. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. So there's pets taken care of. And you might be thinking that's an awful lot to be holding on to. Well, I order all of their food and litter supplies from chewy.com. So I buy it in bulk. And so that's kind of why that money gets a little higher. And then for gas, we are giving ourselves $60. We did that in 2 20s, a 10, and 2 5s. So we have 20, 40, 50, 55, and 60, and we had 95 to start. And I am due for a fill up. So that should give us 155 if my math is correct. Let's see how I did. And there's 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Oh my goodness. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. So 155 in gas. Alrighty, so that takes care of our variables for this pay period. And now we are going to, before we go into sinking funds, I am going to go ahead and put money into my monthly savings challenge, which is what I am using for my birthday. My birthday is in June, and I have challenged myself to save a minimum of at least $30 every month, so that come next June, I will have some money to go and do something specifically just for me. I've never really done that before. So these savings challenges are available on Etsy at Katie's Budgets. They are available as a physical product as well as a digital. And we're going to be putting $10 in this payday. Let's see. So we have, and these are all $2 a piece. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And I'm thinking when I do my savings challenge video the next time, I will probably need to add to that to finish it out for October, and that is okay. I try to allot a little bit of something every payday, but is this the second? No, this is the first paycheck. My goodness, I lied to y'all. It is our first paycheck cash stuffing for October. Man, I'm trying to make the calendar go faster than it really should. Oh, can you tell I'm kind of sleep deprived? I tell ya. So I won't need to do that because I have one more paycheck yet this month, and that will go ahead and finish that out for this month. So that's okay. All right. And then we are moving right into our sinking funds. So, oops, and I just bumped y'all. Hopefully I didn't move it up too much. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So we are moving into our sinking funds, and we always start with our high priority. And emergency is the first one that we are doing, and that one we are doing 25. And this I have a goal of at least, I don't know, I think I change it every time I talk about it, but I want to see it at least $1,000, if not more. I know that ideally, they kind of recommend having at least a month's worth saved up, but I want to hit at least that first milestone. So we had 320 before, and we are adding 25 in, so we should have 345. And we have 300 in the bank, 20, 40, and 45. Every little bit counts. It doesn't feel like that's a lot, but it'd be enough if I had to, take the car in for a minor repair or something like that. And then Christmas, we are doing 35. And this is for Christmas this year, 2024. And I think after next payday, anything that I start putting towards Christmas after that, which would be the first part of November, will actually be for Christmas of 2025. We'll kind of see where we are at that point. I do have savings challenges that I am using to also bulk this up. So that should give us, we had 640, that should give us 675. Let's see where we are with that. So we have 5 and 600 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 70, and 75. 675 towards Christmas. And I have 6 folks that I'm purchasing Christmas this year for. So right now we're looking pretty good. And then birthdays, we are going to be adding $10. And again, I have 6 folks that have birthdays, and this is for their birthdays next year. And that should give us 50. And I tried to go for about 50 to 75 per person for their birthday. So there's 20, 40, and 50. And I think my first birthday that I'm aware of right now is in May. So I've got plenty of time to start working on that. And then vet expense. So this is the fund that I use in order to pay for vet visits for my cats. And we are adding $5 to that one. This is the one that will stay in cash all the time. I do not cash condense it because I do pay the vet directly with cash. It just makes things easier. I don't have to worry about remembering to grab my checkbook on the way out the door. And it covers whatever needs to happen there. So, and we had before that 136, adding 5, we should have 141. So there's 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41. And this doesn't have a cap either. So ideally, I'd like to get this built up to about $500. It's a little harder to do because that's the one that sees the most up and down in my sinking funds, but you know, it is what it is. And then car maintenance, I think I did have to get into this. I had to replace the wiper blades on the truck. I lost one in the middle of a rain and windstorm. We're adding $5 to this today. So I did have to take it down. I had 170, and because I drive a truck, it's expensive. It cost me about $80 to replace the windshield wipers. So 100 in the bank and $5, so 105. So we're building that back up. The good news with that though is that I really don't have a lot of maintenance that needs to be done on that vehicle. I just probably am going to have a oil change in the next couple of months, which I have plenty on hand for that. And then license plate renewal. So I do live in a state where it's quite expensive. It's usually anywhere from $150 to $180 to replace that every year. And we are adding $10 to that. And we had 20, so that's an easy one. We now have 30. And this is for next year's, and that renews in September. So we've got plenty of time to get that built back up. And then the next one is Costco, and Costco's also getting $5. This is just for my annual, oh my goodness, my annual renewal, which is like, I think 130 next year. That really tore that up. That's all right. That's what happens when it gets too close to the edge. Okay, so we are adding 5, and that comes due, I believe, in March. So we've got plenty of time to get that built up too. So we have 50 in the bank, 20, 40, 50, and 55. Nope. Yeah. What did I just do? There's 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. My goodness, do not listen to me. I apparently have not had enough caffeine for one day. So there's $100 in Costco. Thinking it's the end of October and I don't know how to count. And then debt, we are adding $5. I certainly never said I was perfect, let me tell you. All right, so we are adding $10 to this. This is just so I can make an additional principal only payment on a couple of credit cards that I currently am carrying a balance on, just to help getting that paid off a little bit sooner. So we had 35, we now should have 40. There's 20, 30, 35, and 40. And that is all of our high priority. And then we are moving into our low priority. So holidays has $200 in the bank, and that is fully funded. So we don't have anything more that we're going to be adding to that. This fund is going to be available to use during the major holidays, so that if I need to pick up some additional things for a holiday that I wasn't planning on, if I need to supplement to purchase things to make some food for a holiday, if there's a extra gift that I need to pick up, like a Secret Santa or something for work or whatever, that's what this fund is for. And then self-care, we are going to be adding $5. And actually, I've already spent the $100 that's in here. So I'm going to take that out. I ended up purchasing a couple of sweatshirts for the fall season, and I think I did that like on the 1st, and I just forgot to write it down. But then today we are going to be starting that fund back up. And this is just to fund, if I do need, some clothes, if there's something that I want for myself, if there's any skincare. That's really a crappy 5. We're going to flip that out, I think. Any skincare, clothes, something for me, if I want my hair cut, that sort of thing. That's where these funds would come from. So I just spent what I had for me. All right, and then vacation, we have $300 in this fund in the bank, and this is fully funded. So this is to go towards things for the week that I have off before Christmas in December. So that is fully funded. We're not adding anything in addition to that. We are going to be adding $5. That's some really crappy 5s. To budgeting supplies, and this is to help fund things for my budgeting setup. If there's anything that I want for filming or anything like that, this is where those funds are going to come into play. So we had 65, we should now have 70. So we had 50 in the bank, 10, 15, and 20, makes 70. And then moving, we are putting 25 in. So my timeline for moving is a little bit unknown right now. So I'm kind of pumping as much as I can into this fund to help fund for any incidentals when I do move. I'm moving to a small town from a relatively larger town. And with every move, everybody has something that they want, whether it's curtains or if I need to pick up packing supplies, that sort of thing. So we have 100 in the bank, 20, 30, 35, and 40. So we now have 140 in moving. And then YouTube, this is to help us fund to celebrate some of our milestones. And I know that we're getting pretty close. We're getting closer, I should say, to the 100 subscriber mark. And I'm very excited about that. When we do that, I expect to be able to do a little bit of a giveaway. So be kind of on the lookout for that when we hit that milestone. But we are adding $10 today. That should put us up to 95. And you'll have to kind of tell me in the comments if there's something specific that you'd like to see as a giveaway. Do you like the idea of savings challenges, or do you want a whole binder set up, or what types of things are the things that would get you most excited for a giveaway? So there's 50, 70, 90, 90, 50, 70, 80, 85, and 90. Maybe I need to send myself back to school to remember how to learn how to count. My goodness. Alrighty, and then that takes care of our low and high priority sinking funds. So as of right now, that gets us taken care of for yet another Paycheck cash stuffing. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, share the video, like the video, certainly leave a comment. There's several things that I'd love to hear from you guys about that we've talked about in this video. And the next one should be a check-in on Tuesday. So thanks again if you made it this far. Have a great day, everyone. Have an awesome week, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.